What is UP TrendPop fam? Get ready because we've got a packed show with stories that are absolutely dominating the headlines. First, we're diving headfirst into the shocking assassination of Charlie Kirk, and the investigation is reaching a fever pitch. Sean Hannity on Fox News is dishing out the latest details, and trust us, you're going to want to hear this. But the fallout from Charlie Kirk's assassination continues, and now we're talking about the bombshell apology from Newsday. This Long Island newspaper is facing massive backlash for an editorial cartoon that many are calling insensitive and offensive. We'll break down exactly what they published and why it's igniting such fury. The investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination is broadening, and we're getting new insights into the FBI's involvement, with reports linking them to Patel. What does this mean for the case? We're digging into the details. And finally, a question that's on everyone's minds. Are Americans prepared for the harsh realities of socialism? We're going to explore this critical topic and what it could mean for the country. All that and more, right here on TrendPop. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Charlie Kirk's assassination. The investigation heats up. The nation is still reeling from the assassination of Charlie Kirk, a prominent figure whose death has sent shockwaves through political and social circles. The investigation into this tragic event is intensifying, with news host Sean Hannity on Fox News providing crucial updates on the latest details emerging from the probe. These developments come as the country grapples with the implications of political violence and the safety of public figures. Hannity's segment on the Charlie Kirk assassination investigation has become a focal point for those seeking clarity on the ongoing efforts to bring those responsible to justice. The details being discussed are not just about the mechanics of the crime, but also about the broader climate that may have contributed to such a horrific act. The assassination occurred while Kirk was holding an event at Utah Valley University, adding a layer of public space vulnerability to the tragedy. The fallout from this event is multifaceted. Beyond the immediate investigation, there's a significant discussion about the rhetoric surrounding political discourse in America. Figures like Charlie Kirk were known for their strong opinions and activism, and their assassination has amplified concerns about the escalating tensions in the nation's political landscape. The ongoing probe seeks to uncover all aspects of the incident, including potential motives and any connections that might shed light on why this happened. The public reaction has been one of widespread shock and condemnation, with many expressing deep concern over the rise of political violence. Analysts and commentators are closely watching the investigation, recognizing that its outcome could have significant implications for political discourse and security measures moving forward. The assassination of Charlie Kirk is being viewed not just as an isolated incident, but as a symptom of deeper societal divisions. But the story doesn't end with the investigation. The aftermath has sparked its own controversies. Next, we're diving into the apology from Newsday over a cartoon that has everyone talking. Newsday apologizes for insensitive Charlie Kirk assassination cartoon. Long Island's Newsday newspaper has issued a formal apology after publishing an editorial cartoon that referenced the assassination of Charlie Kirk, drawing sharp criticism and calls for boycotts. The cartoon, which depicted an empty chair under a tent labeled Charlie Kirk, with an arrow pointing to it from Turning Point USA, was deemed insensitive and offensive by many. This incident comes in the wake of Charlie Kirk's tragic assassination while he was speaking at Utah Valley University. The cartoon, illustrated by Chip Bach, aimed to use Kirk's event theme, Prove Me Wrong, to suggest the assassination might be a turning point for national healing. However, the imagery was widely seen as inappropriate and disrespectful, particularly given the recentness of Kirk's death and the sensitive nature of political violence. Newsday stated in its apology that it deeply regretted the mistake and acknowledged an error in judgment. The newspaper explained that the illustrator's intent was to comment on the divisive nature of American politics, but admitted the imagery was inappropriate and should not have been published. The cartoon has since been removed from their digital platforms. The apology followed a swift and intense backlash on social media and from political figures. Suffolk County Republican Party Chairman Jesse Garcia condemned the cartoon as a vile cartoon that mocked tragedy, stoked division, and poured gasoline on the flames of political violence. He accused Newsday of engaging in a reckless, partisan attack and urged residents to cancel their subscriptions. Prominent Republicans like Rep. Elise Stefanik also denounced the cartoon as heinous. While Newsday grapples with the fallout, the investigation into Charlie Kirk's death continues to evolve. Get ready for the latest on the FBI's involvement and new names emerging in the probe. FBI investigation expands, Charlie Kirk and Patel in focus. The investigation into the assassination of Charlie Kirk is reportedly expanding, with new reports indicating the FBI is looking into connections involving an individual named Patel. This development suggests the probe is moving beyond the immediate circumstances of the shooting to explore potential wider networks or motives. The assassination of Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, has amplified concerns about political violence in the United States. As the FBI delves deeper, the focus on Patel, alongside the ongoing scrutiny of Kirk's death, signals a complex and potentially far-reaching inquiry. Details about Patel's alleged connection remain scarce, but the inclusion of the FBI points to a significant escalation in the investigation's scope. Authorities are working to piece together a comprehensive picture of the events leading up to Kirk's death and to identify all individuals who may have played a role. The involvement of the FBI underscores the seriousness with which this case is being treated, especially given Kirk's prominent position in conservative activism. Public reaction to these investigative updates is a mix of anticipation for justice and concern over the implications of such political violence. Analysts are keen to see how these new leads will shape the narrative and potentially uncover deeper truths about the forces at play. As the investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination continues, we turn our attention to a critical question facing the nation. Are Americans truly ready for the realities of socialism? Socialism's reality check: are Americans prepared? As the political landscape shifts, a crucial debate is emerging about the potential for socialism in America and whether the public is truly ready to face its implications. This discussion is fueled by various perspectives, including those highlighted on platforms like Fox News Opinion, which often scrutinize the feasibility and consequences of such ideologies. The conversation around socialism touches upon fundamental questions about economic systems, individual freedoms, and the role of government. While some advocate for socialist principles as a means to address societal inequalities, others express significant concerns about its potential to stifle economic growth and personal liberty. The comparison is often drawn between socialist ideals and the current American system, prompting a national dialogue. Experts and commentators are weighing in on the practical challenges and potential benefits of a more socialist approach. They analyze historical examples, economic models, and the specific socio-political context of the United States to paint a clearer picture of what such a transition might entail. The debate isn't just theoretical. It touches on everyday life, from job markets to social services. Public opinion on socialism remains divided, with ongoing polls and discussions reflecting a complex and evolving sentiment. Many Americans are engaging with the topic, seeking to understand its nuances and potential impact on their future. The conversation highlights a growing desire for clarity on what different economic systems truly mean for the nation. This has been a whirlwind of critical updates, from shocking assassinations to deep political debates. Don't go anywhere, we've got a lightning round recap and your full call to action coming up next. And that's a wrap on today's TrendPop. We covered the intensifying investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination, the controversy surrounding Newsday's offensive cartoon, the FBI's expanding probe involving Patel, and the critical question of America's readiness for socialism. If you found this breakdown valuable, please give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to TrendPop for more essential updates, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow us on all our social media platforms for even more exclusive content.